I've been a huge fan of the two of you for the longest time.
Are we recording now? Is it starting? Or are you just talking?
I'm not recording at
He's
all.
not going to compliment us if it's
Yes,
not
he does
part of
all
the
the
show.
time. He speaks very highly of me. You, I don't know. Maybe he's being
I'm not
charitable.
sure. He only does this to me on the show.
Objectivists don't like charity, so don't compliment him. He won't think it's sincere.
There you go.
So it's an incredible honor that the both of you would show up here. Let me just ask the sort of profound philosophical question. How well do you think we would get along if we were stuck on a desert island together? What would life be like?
I thought the original question you had that you sent us this question
Yeah.
was how long would it take for us to murder one another or something like that. There was murder in the question, if I remember.
I listen, he sent us homework, right? All these questions.
I ignored it.
I didn't spend 4 years at Patrick Henry University to do homework. To answer your question, I think it would be very easy for us to live together in a desert island in terms of interpersonal. I know a lot, and I say this because I know a lot of people who've been the show Survivor. And I know a little bit about the dynamics. So when you have people who are intelligent, who are going to have the same goals, and there's space to go away if I'm annoyed at you, I don't think it would be that hard at all.
What's our goals on a desert island?
Food, shelter, survival, yeah.
Basically.
And
It's survival and getting out of there, right? You don't want to stay on the desert island. So I don't think. I think that's true of any three, even semi-rational people who basically share the goal that they want to survive, they want to thrive, they want to get off of the island. Why would there be conflict?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there would be conflict, and there can be conflict, but they'd find ways to deal with it. I don't have this negative view of human beings, particularly not as individuals. It's when they get into mobs and groups and collectives that ideology can really motivate them to do horrible things.
One of the things that really drives me crazy is how sinister an impact the book Lord of the Flies has had on our culture. I read it in high school. It's a superb book. That's not even a question, but it's not accurate. We see in many situations where people are trapped together under difficult circumstances. Obviously, that book's about children. That very quickly, it is not about conflict. It very quickly becomes about cooperation. Let's work together. We all have the same goal. This is not a time to worry about other things. It really, the human beings, the animal instinct that kicks in is the social animal. And I'm going to shut up and go over there and have stomp my feet instead of arguing with Yaron, because we're really trapped in the situation and we need to make it work.
Well, and to the extent that they're bad people are dealt with, right? So this is true of all of, how did we survive as a species, right? How have we survived as a species? We've been on a desert island, in a sense, as a species forever. Tribes survived. They survived by cooperation. They survived by dealing with bad people. Civilization is created by people cooperating and working together and allowing individuals to thrive within the group. And when bad people arise, they deal with them, right? They now... Sometimes these groups get captured by bad people, right? And bad ideas, and probably from day one that was going on, right? The whole tribe is probably a bad idea to begin with, but underneath it all, the fact is that to survive as a species, we need to think, we need to be rational, and if we don't have any respect for reason, then we would all die. We would die off.
So that's a hopeful message, but where does that go wrong? So with three people, we might get along. We would focus on the basics of life. We have similar goals.
Once women are introduced, and their incessant irrationalism.
No.
And also their hormones. We're SOL.
Look, three of us on a desert island would be nice, but without women, it wouldn't be fun.
I'm going to edit out half the things Michael said through this podcast.
As you know, I used to run the Ayn Rand Institute. She was a woman last time I looked.
Oh, wait a minute. And you know exactly what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
When Ludwig von Mises, or Hazlitt, I forget who it was Mises was praising Ayn Rand, and I think it was Hazlitt who said it to her. He said, Ludwig von Mises said, "You're the smartest man I've ever met." And Ayn Rand said, did he say man? Right?
No, she viewed it as a compliment.
Right, but she wanted to be clear that he said man.
Yeah,
she was excited. Yes.
Absolutely. But
she was excited, but
she was.
prospect.
Yes. I took it as her perceiving him as seeing her as a full equal.
Oh, I think that's right. Yeah. I think that's right. Plus, I think the perception out there, the perception in the culture of men as being rational, was a compliment to her, because that was affirming that he viewed her as a rational.
Yeah, because Mises is old school. He's an older Eastern European guy, so he would definitely have these rigid views. Like his wife, I read her autobiography, Margit von Mises, and basically he made her his secretary to the point where like if he's typing something or he had something handwritten, she had to type it out. And if she made a typo, he would tear up the page. She had to start from the beginning. Sure. But it's like this is the role of the man. This is the role of the woman. So for him to regard her, this was kind of a breaking through moment. Not that she was secretly, misogynist.